It is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. This is McCaffrey on the give. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
He's tackled at the
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun. And he's got his target. That's more. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To McCaffrey. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
This is McCaffrey, and he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. McCaffrey. And good running, going to get this down down close to a first at the Saints 38. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they have the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
On 1st and 10, Darnold eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw, Darnold. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big run there by Johnson. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action with Eason. And down he goes. The sack by Jordan Willis.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Eason. Able to hit his target late. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints nothing.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And his kick is right through. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. He finds an opening past the 40. Take this all the way down to the Saints 13. A big play there from McCaffrey. 59 yards. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And Darnold just beating the play clock. Darnold, he lost the football. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. He's at the 50, the 40. He's at the 30, 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
The first down carry over to Johnson. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Johnson, the ball carrier, taken down at the 11-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And once his kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. 2nd and 16. Now Darnold. Now they set the screen. That's complete. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Darnold. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. Double team and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
Remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Second down, here's Eason. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. He'll find Ram, that's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
1st and 10. Eason is going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Eason to throw. Dancing to his left. He's taken down. It's a loss of 4 on what ought to be the final act of this first half.
It's 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. And finally stopped, but what a return all the way down to the 40.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
And they start the second half for Johnson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards there to begin the 3rd quarter. They also lead by 3 points.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Open man, right side is Lamb. He's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. They go to Johnson again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Carry on Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Looks good on the extra point. These guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken in the end zone. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun, here's Darnold. And he slings one that's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Past the 40. Opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Saints 17. Panthers 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. He'll be stepped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to it? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Eason on second down. Rifles one that's intercepted. TJ Green with a pick. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you got to learn how to finish.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, the tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They try the left side with Johnson. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a full race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kerryon Johnson, 61 yards. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the 47-yard line.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. This is McCaffrey, and he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
And the Panther 1st down.
The 1st carry for Josh Adams. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd down and 6 now from the 42. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Set him back 5. after the delay. They're backed up even further for 3rd and long. To throw is Darnold. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now left side on the swing pass. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about. And that takes them up to another round. Now they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Bring it up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been automatic. How about 8 for 8 in the game thus far? This will be 3rd and 5. S1ck1nt3nt1onz's Jr. picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fielded in the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Darnold throwing deep for Galladay. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, #2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now it's Darnold.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him at first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Darnold. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. First down, it's Darnold. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and pick it up from the Panther. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And the Panther first down.
Shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Darnold from the gun. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one almost intercepted. A 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Darnold. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Yr1, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here.
his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Darnold now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One last throw now for Darnold. Flush to his right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Saints, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.
Ball.